Welcome back to Inside Bristol. I am happy to introduce Alan and his daughter Jasmine Hurley, who has a really great idea that has actually stemmed from just a small idea into a nonprofit organization. So we want to welcome them to the show and just hear a little bit about this new charity that our region is supporting.
Yeah, probably back around December at Christmas time, right before Christmas. Jasmine had asked me, said, "Dad, I'd like to sit down and have a talk with you." I said, "Okay, what do you want to talk about?" She said, "Well, let's just sit down and talk." And so we were having dinner at 6:20, and she goes, "Dad, is this a good time to talk?" I said, "Well, yeah, honey, it's a pretty good time. What do you want to talk about?" She goes, "Well, I've been thinking about this." She says, "I'd like for you to try to help me start a charity." And I'm like, "Okay, well, why do you want to do that?" She goes, "Well, I'd like to do that because I think I need to take my giving to the next level." I'm like, "Well, help me understand, what does that mean?" And for her birthday, since she was 9, she has always picked a charity or a nonprofit, and instead of getting gifts for herself, either asked for gifts from the folks that come to her party for that charity, or cash that they could do something for that charity. She's done that since she's been about 9 years old. And she just thought that, hey, Dad, if we're going to really try to do a lot of big stuff, we have to be a real charity to be able to do that, because we have to raise money. There's lots of things we have to do, and I need your help. I'm like, "Well, what do you want to call this thing?" She goes, "I done got it picked out, Dad." And what do you want to call it?
Loving people.
And she said, "I want that little N in the middle." I said, "Like love and this little N and then people." She's like, "Yep, that's what I want." I said, "Well, who are you going to help?" She goes, "Well, I think we need to help kids that are in need, and I think we want to help veterans." And from that point, Denise Myers on my staff, we all got together, figured out a plan, and we have Loving People, 501c3, registered in the state of Tennessee. Jasmine, tell me about your friends and your vice president and your secretary and all of your people. They actually meet every couple of weeks in my office in the conference room to make sure they have their plan and they understand where they're going. It's pretty interesting for 12, 13, 14-year-old kids to be doing that pretty regular. So you want to tell them that?
Well, actually, Caden Myers, he helped me pick out veterans to help, because I came up with the kids considering of what I've done, and he picked veterans because we kind of split it up. But it's me and my friend Caden and then my cousin Macy, and we all just kind of meet up, and then we'll get some of my other close friends, and we'll usually go to my house, and every month we help the Boys and Girls Club, and we just give them food, and then we'll hang out with them a while, and we usually go to my house to make them food.
There's an event that we just had at our farm 2 weeks ago for an organization called A Soldier's Child. Judge, you want to tell a little bit about what we've done there and about these children?
Well, these children, one of their parents died in battle or were lost or couldn't be found. So the organization, A Soldier's Child, recognizes them not for like who their parents are, but for who they are and what their parents did for their country. And they came down to our farm, and it was about 15 kids and 20-something.
Yeah, 20-some adults.
Yeah, and we took them riding on side-by-sides for a while. Then we had a campfire, and a storyteller came down. And then the other day we went to the lake, which I thought a lot of them liked more.
I think they enjoyed the lake.
It was fun. And then we also went on a kayak excursion.
Her mother and I and brother were all very proud. She really works hard. She's a special, I say little girl, but she's a young lady now, and we're very proud of what she does. And these events that we partner with, like Soldier's Child, just to see those children and the blessing, not only that we are to them in doing these events, but they are to us, to help us understand how fortunate we are and what we have. I think it's just great for all the people. We had a lot of volunteers that helped. I mean, just anything we needed, people volunteered to help. We had tons of our friends. Bass Pro helped us out. Mitch Walters with his new Friendship Outdoors there that he's got. He helped us with some side-by-sides. We had just so many people pouring into the Loving People to try to help it as much as they can. So we're blessed from a community standpoint to have so many people that want to help as well.
Well, we appreciate Alan and Jasmine telling us all about Lovin' People, and I think we'll hear a lot more about that organization as the years progress. It sounds like they've made a really great little start, and it's just going to grow. So we'll have to have them back on and learn more about it in the next couple of years. But we want to thank you today for joining us, and we will see you next time on Inside Bristol.